Hey guys, this is Takao Yatagai. I'm a sophomore at Stanford right now, and I'm currently studying computer science. Um, yeah, I'm really excited to have this opportunity to teach a lot of students all over the world in this difficult times for everyone. An introductory CS class. I actually took CS 106A last fall, so it was one of my first classes I took at Stanford, and I actually took it with Professor Sahami, and it was such a great intro to computer science, and I had a lot of fun learning about it. And it's still kind of the big reason why I'm still pursuing a computer science degree, because it kind of showed me how much I could do with the skills I learned from computer science. Um, Apart from that, a little bit about myself. I like playing soccer and tennis, but right now those are two activities I can't do. I've been playing the PlayStation a lot to make up for it. So I'm really excited for this opportunity. So let's get into the lesson. So just a quick recap on variables. If you look at the whiteboard here, so there's three parts to a variable. So first is the type. So type refers to what kind of information are you storing. For example, is it a string with letters in it, or is it an integer, or is it a float? A float is computer science term for a rational number, so it has decimals. This is very important. And then the name. So now the name is kind of like the description of the variable. What exactly is, what information are you storing in the variable? Is it like the color of the sky? Is it your weight? It should be very descriptive so you know what variable you're using. And the value is what's actually inside the metaphorical tiny box. So what's the information? Is it just blue, 0.66? So this is the actual information inside the variable. So today we'll be trying to use variables to write a very short program. One second, let me pull it up here. Yes, we'll write a small program. So this program will ask the user for their weight on Earth, and it will try to output their weight on the moon. As you all know, the gravity on the moon is less, so our weight on the moon should be a lot less. I'm not going to go into the physics of that, but we'll just write as a simple program here. So to start, we have this constant here, moon multiple, 0.165. That's just the factor of your weight on the moon versus that on Earth. So the first thing that we want to do in the program is to ask the user what's your weight on Earth. So why don't we do that and store that information in a variable, and we'll call that variable user weight on Earth. And we'll use this method called input. And this asks the user for an input. They can just type it. So what is your weight on Earth? So one thing to note here is that I have now assigned a variable by using this equal sign. And I've assigned this variable to what this function with what this method input will give me, or what the user will type to me. So whatever the user types, this variable will store that information. But one thing to note is that the type of information that the user gives me is of type string. And a type string, as I mentioned earlier, is with letters. It's kind of with like letters and stuff. So it's very hard to manipulate mathematically. But for now, this is what we can only get from the user. So we should remember to name our variable very explicitly by writing that this user weight on Earth is a string. So I'll append here str for string. But now, because we want to later multiply the moon multiple by the user's weight, we have to convert the string to a rational number or a float. And here we can use a technique called casting. Casting is where you take one type of variable, let's say here a string, to another a float. So we're assuming that the string is going to be some sort of number, so that we can convert the string into a float, and then we can use mathematical operations on it a lot easier. So we can do that by assigning a new variable, user weight on Earth, and let's call this one float because it will be a rational number. And here, casting, if I could use an analogy from PlayStation or something. So let's say I have a game, FIFA, the soccer game for the PlayStation, but now I want to play it on Xbox. Well, if I just put the PlayStation CD in the Xbox, it's not going to work because the type is incorrect. The type of the CD is for PlayStation, but I'm trying to use it for an Xbox. So I cannot do this. So for me to be able to use it on the Xbox, I have to, so I don't know if this is completely legal, but I would try to copy the CD and make another copy so that it works on the Xbox. And this is what casting is kind of like. So here I have the user weight on Earth, that's a string, and I will use a method called float, and I'll just try to I'll convert the string str, user weight on Earth str, to a float by using this this function. And here I've assigned a new variable, which is user weight on Earth. So now we want to find the user weight on Moon. So let's make another variable, user name, user weight on Moon,